recap of day 149. I don't know how much mileage. I think it was like 11 miles going into Cascade locks. From Eagle Creek trail was pretty cool. The tunnel falls. There's kind of just following the creek along the way. There's multiple falls and bridges. Unfortunately, it was pretty gloomy and humid in the morning. Not too much sun. But we got to Cascade locks pretty quick. Got to the hotel, tried to figure out rides and stuff. We're able to contact someone that's offering a ride from there up to here, and which is Morton, and then trying to get another ride from Morton to Wallop Lake. So basically, the plan is we had to get to White Pass, but there's people trying to shuttle to Wallop Lake, which is 30 miles south of White Pass, which allows us to do a pretty good section of the Goat Rocks Wilderness, which there's a iconic section called the Knife's Edge, which I think you're just kind of on a ridge hiking, which is supposed to be really beautiful. So we wanted to do that, so we had to get a ride to that lake, which is kind of an off-road like 30 miles trip or something just to get down there, so it's not easy. So basically we spent the day, night in Cascade locks, trying to arrange rides. We were able to get one with a guy that did the PCT a couple years back, Marmot. It was really nice. And then we elected to stay in Morton, which is maybe like an hour away from White Pass, due to the weather. So before we started our last 3 days, it was like supposed to be rain on Thursday, and then when we finally got to Cascade locks, it turned out to be like 3 days of rain and really cold weather. And I guess there's a big storm front coming in. It's like a lot of Washington, Oregon, even snow in the Sierra. I saw pictures of Mammoth, which a lot of snow. So I didn't want to be out there for 3 days in that kind of weather, especially if it's really cold, because once you get cold and you're wet and nothing dries, it's going to be pretty miserable. And the Knife's Edge is obviously really exposed. You're on the ridge of mountains. There's no trees. There's supposed to be thunder and lightning. So we elected to stay a couple days in Morton and wait out the rain. I'm glad we did. It's actually really cold here. I haven't seen the sun in 3 days. I don't know the elevation of this place, but I mean, like the surrounding foothills around here are just like they're just like in clouds. It's not like the clouds are very high. So even if it wasn't raining, you'd probably be still moist, wet, and miserable, because you're basically hiking in clouds. And the whole point of doing Goat Rocks is to see the views and do everything, and it's kind of moot to do that if it's raining. It could be dangerous, and don't want to go see the views and see what people say is the best part of the PCT. So it's obviously we only can do like 200 miles of the PCT in Washington, so we had extra time, so why not just get to the parts we can and try to enjoy it. And it's tough as it is with good weather. Don't want to make it miserable and sometimes dangerous. So that's what we're doing. The goal is to leave tomorrow. It's supposed to clear up and start getting warmer and warmer every day. I even see like things of like 80s, mid 80s by like next Friday. So hopefully we have a good weather window. We're gonna probably do 130 mile section. So basically Wallop Lake back to White Pass, and then White Pass to Snoqualmie. And then we'll figure out a resupply to Stevens Pass. And then from Stevens Pass, we go to Mazama, which is like 40 miles from the border, and be done with the thing. So that's the plan for now. Morton is actually a cool little town. The only hotel here is actually pretty nice. They have a couple markets, Dollar Tree, a Mexican place that's right next to the hotel, which is really good. So all in all, they kind of had everything I need except for backpacking meals. I did find 2 at the hardware store, mac and cheese, but that's about it. So was able to get some rest and just relax. And again, I don't know if I said this in my last video, but going down into Eagle Creek was pretty rough. My right ankle and foot, the top of my foot, actually started hurting a lot. And it's still hurting now, but it feels a lot better. But you know, even if it gets bad, I'll probably still have 2 weeks left on it, even if I was in pain. So whatever. So that's the plan tentatively now. I know Washington is going to be harder, more up and down. I was watching some videos of other people. There's actually steep up and downs, which is not good for me. But you know, I really know it's going to be hard, but it should be beautiful. And I don't have very much time, so it's time to enjoy what I have left in this state. It's kind of unfortunate because I think things with this weather are kind of starting to open up. The White Pass closure, there's people starting to figure out routes, but I think the PCT recommended one is like a 60-mile detour, which is pretty huge, and it makes a really long food carry, so not many people are doing that. But who knows? We'll see. I'm just gonna do this, enjoy it, and then when we're done, just kind of reevaluate what I want to do, which is either go home or maybe go back to Southern Oregon and go south and get some NorCal miles in. To me, it's all dependent on weather. If we're starting to get bad weather and stuff like that, to me, it wouldn't be worth it. But I don't know. I think a lot of things can change in 2 weeks of hard trail in Washington. Maybe it'd just be like, I'm ready to go home. So we'll see. That's about it. I'm actually really looking forward to this Goat Rocks section we'll do next tomorrow. And by tomorrow afternoon when we get there, it should be sunny and cloudy and hopefully not cold and great weather to enjoy. But we'll see. Tomorrow we'll go get it. All right, peace.